Greetings. It is Wednesday. We are on day 8 of our meditation challenge. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually a little sad we're in the home stretch. I've been loving connecting with everybody and starting our New Year's. We've still got just under 800 of you in this challenge, and there's been great engagement, wonderful comments in the discussion group. Really been loving my friends I've been hearing from in the email list. Thank you. Happy New Year. Please stay in touch. This is great. Today we're going to do something. I always blush a little bit when we talk about this topic, but it's a really joyful one, and I want to get into it with you. We're going to talk about loving kindness meditation and its ability to really transform the way we are in the world and some of our relationships. So, what is loving kindness meditation? Loving kindness meditation is one of the earliest forms of Buddhist practice that you really find some variation of in all of the major schools. We really do link it directly to the teachings of the Buddha. So traditionally, sometimes referred to as metta meditation, M-E-T-T-A is the old Pali word. We translate that into loving kindness. So we are cultivating an inner sense of loving kindness for others. And why is this valuable? It's valuable because our mind really makes up much of our reality. The thoughts that we apply to different situations really define how we feel. And those might be distortions. Sometimes they're not accurate, or sometimes they're neutral situations, which we can, with our thoughts, push positive or negative. Or we can take something that's challenging and we can manipulate it into looking at the silver lining. But these are formations of mind. And loving kindness meditation starts to work with, gosh, how are we perceiving the world? How are we working in it? And how do we feel about it? What can we do to train ourselves to be more loving and compassionate, to be a little bit kinder? This practice is a great one. So I want to start with a little story about how I got introduced to loving kindness meditation. It's about 13, 14 years ago. I was in a very difficult work situation, and I was part of a meditation group. And I went and shared a story at this Tuesday night group where we would do a little meditation, and then we would read something, and we would talk a bit about the topic. And I was just so furious about what had happened at work. I shared how I perceived, now I see it mistakenly, how I was wronged, and how I really let loose on this coworker in a very inappropriate and hurtful way. But I felt completely justified in that at the time. And I'm telling this story, and I look around, and I'm expecting to see people nodding their head like, yeah, that person, yeah, that's a bad person. And that wasn't the response I was getting. People were horrified. And one of my friends pulled me aside after the meditation meeting and was like, gosh, Anthony, sounds like you got a lot of anger there. And I'd like to recommend a practice of loving kindness meditation. Maybe you can offer this for your coworker for a few days, and then we can talk about how you're feeling towards that person. He had recommended I do a loving kindness meditation for this person for 2 weeks. I was 4 days in, and my anger completely melted away. I saw the person empathetically. I realized that I was really, the original problem wasn't either of our fault, but it certainly wasn't my coworker's fault. And I was wildly out of place, having been so rude. I was able to apologize. That person was gracious enough to accept my apology. And we still have a professional friendship to this day that I think has benefited both of us professionally, where we otherwise probably never would have spoken again. So I've seen how this can transform relationships in really powerful ways. So what is the practice? We're going to do a quick guided meditation of this, but a few elements I want you to be aware of, some specific language we'll use here. We're going to offer a metta meditation for ourselves. We're going to offer it for a benefactor. Benefactor is somebody who's easy to love, somebody who don't have any baggage. For me, that's my 6th grade teacher, Bev Matthews, who was just a living saint, or my grandmother. We're going to use a neutral person. This is somebody who doesn't particularly evoke any feelings, positive or negative. Could be somebody who works in your building who you may not even know the name of, but you just wave at politely when you're walking down the hall. Or maybe it's somebody you see regularly at a coffee shop who's kind enough to make your coffee. Somebody who doesn't evoke really strong feelings one way or the other. This is a neutral person. We're going to talk about a challenging person. And this challenging person is somebody we really want to work on changing the way we feel towards them. It could be a family member we were butting heads with over the holidays. It could be a coworker who just gets underneath your skin. I think an important caveat here, just to signal up front, if you're new to meditation, particularly if you're practicing without the context of a spiritual teacher or a therapist or some other guidance, it may be best not to put the most challenging person in your life in this bucket just yet. Um, People who've abused us, people who have violated trust, people who really it wouldn't be safe for us to let back in our life. We can work with anger and forgiveness, but we need to maintain healthy boundaries and keep ourselves safe. And if you have questions around that, I really encourage you to talk to a professional or somebody with some experience navigating these things. But that said, you got the coworker you're a little pissed off with, like I was 13, 14 years ago. Perfect person to drop in this bucket. So we have a formation here, sort of a traditional formation, but you can modify this as you see fit. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. And may you be free from suffering. We're going to start by offering this to ourselves, to our benefactor, to this neutral person, to this challenging person, and then we extend these wishes for all living beings. And it's a fascinating practice. I used to get really embarrassed talking about this because it feels just a little cheesy, but it's one of the things I most love about meditating and working with Buddhist concepts is I feel this unending well of kindness and love that I don't think I had before I started meditating. Maybe it was there, but I just had trouble finding it. This practice really allows me to get in touch with it. It makes me feel warmer and more accepting of the people I run into. The neutral person is fascinating. This person doesn't evoke anything. If you pick the same person, you offer a loving kindness meditation with that neutral person, for a week or two, you will be shocked. Suddenly this seeming stranger is somebody that you have real sincere care for. So it's a beautiful practice. This is what we're going to do for our 3 minutes of, it's going to be a little bit longer than 3 minutes. We're going to do for our little silent meditation together. Well, it's not silent then if I'm guiding. It's not going to be silent. It's going to be a guided meditation, our metta meditation. So we're going to start our traditional practice the same way we always do. Let's just take a deep breath, relax our jaw, our shoulders, settle into our seated position. I like to take a deep breath or two just to let the tension go. And remind myself that I'm going to bring myself to full and complete awareness of the present moment. In my loving kindness meditation, I'm going to start with building a sense of compassion for myself. This can be the one that I sometimes feel the most resistance to. But I'm going to offer myself the words, may I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be free from suffering. I sometimes repeat those words 2 or 3 times to myself, really trying to absorb them in. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be free from suffering. I turn my attention now to the easiest person to extend these wishes to, my benefactor, that easy to love person. I offer the same words. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be free from suffering. Take a minute and experience that warmth that comes with calling to mind your benefactor, how easy it is to extend these loving words to them. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. We turn to the neutral person, that person who doesn't evoke either strong or negative feelings. And we try to bring some of that joy and warmth from our benefactor and offer it just as earnestly to them. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. We take this good momentum, this energy that we're developing, and we bring to mind a challenging person. A person who might feel a little resistance to offering these same words. But with the same enthusiasm that we offer them to ourselves, to our benefactor, to the neutral person, we call our challenging person to mind. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. I have found our capacity to love is truly limitless. And now calling to mind our neighbors, our town, the state we live in, zooming out to imagine the entire globe, all of the birds in the sky and the fish in the sea, all living beings. They'll offer the same words of loving kindness to all sentient beings. May we all be happy. May we all be safe. May we all be healthy. May we all be free from suffering. Okay, well, that made for a longer video than normal, but I love this practice. If you have some experience with loving kindness meditation, or if it's brand new to you, we'd love to hear how it went for you. Thank you. Happy Wednesday, guys.